And this is my hotel room. Very nice, very European, you know. It's hard to guess that I'm in Russia, but this is Best Western. Probably a little bit better than somewhere in Canada or even US, somewhat like a big city. I had to upgrade my bed because they give you just, you know, basic bed. I never saw a room where you just get, you know, a twin bed, but they still give you like 2 small blankets. Like the blankets are, you know, but you know, very comfortable. You know, good lighting, you know, very clean room, climate control. See right here, you just set the temperature, you know, and they even give you a couple of like there's a flashlight in here. You know, you take it off the wall, you know, if you want to see the temperature. You know, it's 26 Celsius, and here you have a couple of radio stations that speak over there. You can just choose a couple of local radios and adjust the volume, and it's like music or something, you know. I don't want to play it now because YouTube doesn't like copyrighted stuff. And so the only thing is, oh yeah, and one thing unusual actually that I never had to deal with before is this: you have to insert your room key into this receptacle in order for lights to work. If you don't put it in, your lights don't work and none of the sockets work, you know. Basically, I guess this way they know that you're home. And there's phones everywhere. There's a phone in the bathroom, and they're all like this, all you know, Siemens, you know, very decent phones. Oh yeah, and they give you water, you know. I was afraid they would charge for it because some hotels just leave leave water in the room, and then if you touch it you see a bill like for, you know, $5, $10 on your checkout statement. Oh, and they give you cups, you know, not just cheap plastic cups as you can see, but you know, china with saucers, and you get a kettle, you know, because, you know, this is Russia. If you want coffee, you go downstairs. There's no, I think actually there's like 4 floors. There's 4 floors out of this hotel. It has about 25 stories where you have free. There's like a coffee machine on the floor. I think it's free. Yeah, just go there and get coffee. But all the rest, I think all the rooms, they have this, you know, clean kettle. So I like that. It just, you know, if you want to make, get some tea, and of course you see there's tea inside here, some green tea, some black tea, you know, sugar, and this is mine. And we just had some quick, you know, snack here yesterday when my mom and my brother drove me here. Oh, and so of course, and you know, all the sockets are 220 volts, so you gotta use something like this. That's what I brought with me to use with my laptop, and you know, which reminds me I have to charge my laptop. But because yeah, our sockets are flat, they have flat prongs, right? Over here you have to use the all around. The only thing that's kind of disappointing is the TV, you know, like I cannot remember the last time I was watching TV on such a small screen. I don't know, 19-inch, you know. Jesus, these things are so cheap nowadays, you know. You don't need Samsung, you just something cheap. Like I like LG, for example, you know. Like most hotels of this caliber would have a, I don't know, over 40-inch. Definitely like at least 36. I don't know, some would have 50, 52, you know. So that's one thing that, but other than that, very clean, you know, nice staff, you know, very nice people. I love it. and it's cheaper than what I've been paying at the in Canada for that Travelodge, which is awful. Like in Travelodge, like you see here, and this is always on, this radiator or whatever. But the cheap hotels, they would have a switch in here, and you have manually control the temperature, right? And it's always either too hot or too cold. And this is the view from my so it has some water on the outside or ice or something, but it's one big construction site over here. This is northeast of Moscow, and I knew about these hotels. That's the same kind of hotel next door. These hotels existed here, I don't know, for 20-30 years, and I guess this guy just you can see probably the sign in there at the bottom. It says Best Western Plus. So this guy probably just got a contract with Best Western and became a franchise, and they totally rebuilt the hotel, at least what I can see from inside. Like all the hallways, all the rooms, it's like up to real high what we call Western standard. And the weather, typical Russian winter weather. It snowed yesterday, and there was dirt and moisture, everywhere. So you have to wear. I'm glad I brought along my Canadian Tire hunting boots. And so this is I didn't have any trouble with customs. The guy didn't even check my bag. He says, "What are you?" I said, "Well, I'm coming to visit my family." So what do you have in the bag? I said, "Well, just clothes, presents, like some perfume, nothing illegal." "Okay, have a good day, sir." All right. Yeah, there's a subway somewhere behind my back. I see some guys are doing something on the railroad over there. This is some major of course it's not a very good view, right? From your hotel you're looking at the construction site, but at least I like that. I don't know if it'll show on the camera, but there's a beautiful church, Sabor, next door, and actually there's a picture of that on my wall, and somewhere there's a river, so if the weather's good. I'm meeting my brother later on. We're gonna go downtown somewhere to take some shots. So this is my actual first day in my former home country. Now what I learned is that, don't ask me about US dollars, but what I learned is that Canadian dollars, $1 Canadian is 50 rubles. Okay, 50 rubles. And just to give you an idea, so here's the menu. They have a 24/7 room service, and of course everything here is in Russian, and the prices are in rubles. Like if you want grilled pork loin, oh yeah, they have translations, right? 620 rubles, 620. So with that very easy calculation, 50, right, is $1 Canadian. So now I know that that's what, $11 Canadian, right? 310 grams, that's pretty good. Then a ribeye steak would be 2 times the price, and grilled chicken, 810 rubles. So divide by 50, that's your Canadian dollars. And then of course you have to pay for the sides, like mashed potatoes, French fries. So let's look at the prices for liquor. Okay, iced tea, 110 rubles, so $2 Canadian. So it's of course cheaper in if you're coming from the States, it will be much cheaper. But here's the red wine, Merlot, 187 liters. 187 grams, like a small bottle, 420 rubles. what is it? $8 for the, you know, this tiny little, but this is a room service, right? This is a restaurant. So vodka, Husky. That's Canadian name. It says treated by cold, cleaned with cold. I don't know what that means. 240 rubles, or what, $4 Canadian for a 50 ml. You know, it's expensive, like for liquor, of course, because it's, you know, it's a room service. But see, you can get liquor with the room service. You know, that's pretty unusual for some locations where you can only get food. So Russia is all about drinking, basically. If you want to get drunk, you can do it anywhere. So that's my quick impressions. So very happy with the hotel, not too happy with the weather. We'll see what happens later. I might show some pictures what what I see interesting. Yeah, and this beauty is right next to my hotel. It's I think it's called like Kremlin, only it's Smilovsky Kremlin, right? And looks like things are looking pretty good financially for these guys. Lots of expensive decorations, and I'm guessing the main source of revenue. Oh, by the way, my hotel is one of those buildings. I think the one in the back there. I think the main source of revenue for them, judging by all these signs, is that they do lots of weddings in here. Well, there's also a market of some goodies in there, some junk. But over here, it says when people who are in love, when they hear music in their hearts, the music of love, all the cannons in the world must be silent. So this definitely looks like a spot for, you know, shooting weddings, you know. And I try to take some pictures, but all the colors look very dull, you know, because it's cloudy today. But yeah, they call it a Russian spirit, Ruski Duch. I think there's some kind of a exhibition in there, but looks pretty cool. And I don't think this one is very old. Actually, it's been built or rebuilt quite recently. And the cheapest way to travel around Moscow is by using the subway or metro. You know, the stations are huge, and I just got 2 tickets. So one ticket is good for anywhere inside. So once you're inside, you don't need to, you know, buy any exchange tickets or anything. Like one ticket, you can go anywhere in Moscow for 50 rubles, which is $1 Canadian. Well, I got out of the subway and it's all very confusing because they rebuilt everything, you know. Like the subway was over there, the way those people are walking. And because we agreed to meet with my brother, because for him it's very far to drive, you know, it's like 1 hour. Even to get here, it's 1 hour for him from his apartment building. And by the way, I wanted to show you guys the truck. Right here's a Kamaz, Russian truck. You know, it looks pretty European. A big snow collecting dump truck, what they call them, right? Oh, I just saw the first fight. There were 2 guys over there. You know, parking is at a premium, right? 2 guys were fighting over a parking lot. You know, my first day in Moscow, basically, one guy says, you know, go, you know, yourself. And you know, what? Who are you telling this? Oh, and he locks his door and starts knocking that guy down, you know? Jesus. And both are, you know, very decent looking gentlemen, nice suits, and they start hitting each other's, you know, mugs. Unbelievable. Yeah, and so this is the, so that's Metropole. I still remember that one. Very famous hotel over there, right? Over here we have Bolshoi Theater. So this is right downtown. Well, not exactly downtown, but lots of interesting things to see here. And what they did is they blocked this entire area. Now it's all mostly for pedestrians, you know. Very cool. Now let me tell you how subway or metro works. So there's no more tokens, no more coins. You know, I still remember the time where you just used 5 kopecks, or like 5 cents, and you were depositing the coins in the actual machine. And then they switched to tokens, like round plastic ones. That's the last thing I remember. And now they have these cards with a magnetic strip inside. And you go to the window and you tell them, you know, how many rides you need, 1, 2, 3. And I said, okay, just give me 2, right? And so you can stay inside as long as you want. You don't pay anything for changing trains, and you can go anywhere because it's like a circular, like a big circle with rays shooting from each point. So you can travel throughout Moscow just using the subway. And this ticket is preloaded for two trips, right? And then I think I just buy one, you just dispose of this one. So very cool, so very easy system, you know. And now I'm with my brother in a car. Alex, say hi to my viewers. And this is Peugeot, I think. No, Renault. Какая марка машины, я забыл?
Citroën.
Oh, Citroën. So French Citroën, and we are somewhere downtown. This is somewhere lots of people around. You see they rebuild everything now. We have wide sidewalks here. The weather's not very good, but we're just trying to find some parking and then go for a walk, get something to eat. Lots of beautiful women, lots of women, and the best thing is that they have no idea how beautiful they are. Well, I'm somewhere downtown Moscow. You can see the St. Basil Cathedral way far over there. There's a river, and it's getting dark, and me and my brother were just walking around taking some shots. Well, I'm at the corner of the Red Square. This is the big hotel over there. This is the Kremlin. St. Basil Cathedral. And it's already dark, but my camera surprisingly still takes pretty good pictures. Here's the famous spot, Ulyanov Lenin's mausoleum, and now it's all you know, fenced off. There used to be guards there on I guess on big holidays. They put guards in there at the entrance, and at a certain time, you know, past, there would be a huge lineup of people trying to get in.